Jake, let Scots settle in Brittany. I think not. I need my Diplo power at the moment quite a bit. Okay, with that we can remarry Austria. And when this is done, yeah, we should be able to get that. Oh, perhaps we will not be able to get that alliance. That is actually a shame for us. The Cape is growing fast, if anything, too fast. Austria got a new ruler. There's every hope that they are a friendlier one to me. No. And goodbye, London. We don't have to worry much about Gelra, however. Like I said, that embassy, it's not going to pay for itself. And you have no right being friendly with England. Still at 99% though. That means they have a colony somewhere. But where? Go figure. Can I even sail over there? If they have a colony, then that's going to... No, I could still take London. It'll be an isolated capital. England can run away to the New World. We don't really care that much. But I still don't like the idea of them having a colony at all. I don't think it borders anybody that I know, so... A pity. But we can settle for that. Give me what little money you have. All is well. The PP is large. I don't want to rival any of these guys, frankly. Maybe somebody that Austria has as a rival. Well, we already have you. Somebody that we're going to come to blows with. We always seem to be coming to blows with Portugal, and it's not like they're going to ally Castile. Oh, they did ally Castile. I guess they got over that whole "you took our land" thing. Well, sure, Burgundy. They haven't been doing us many favours other than dying for us. Jake, wouldn't vassalising England be better there? No, never. What do you take me for? Let's get London dealt with. We'll need to get rid of our embargo on England. And claim Anjou. Well, sure, why not? Not going to take it, but if you give me free 25 mil, then I'm not going to complain. You can humiliate Burgundy. Damn right I can. I can do that by calling them into a war. This is just delicious. But I want both the Diplo and the military. The question is, what do I need more of? To get more Diplo range, I'm going to need that much. But I need the military ideas for quantity and to keep my tech up to speed. It's going to have to be military. Alright, Mat Solo is done, so now we need to go further. Mahe seems like an idea, but can't we go even further? Oh, I can't believe you're going all the way back there. Well, might as well settle for Mahe. We'll worry about that later. It's not like those guys will ever rise up. All is well. too busy fabricating claims to revoke embargoes. That sounds like Scotland, all right. Haven't you got more to explain? The waters of Australia, now we're talking. Let's get some real exploring going on. Can you make England reformed? There's no real point in doing that, but I probably... Yes. Yes, when that truce is up. Tech 12 is so important that I want to rush for it. But I hate spending more than I have to. Also slaves on the Cape, that's a shame. They're worth less than ivory. But we're not going to burn down the Cape just for that. Or will we? The answer is yes, we will. Third time a charm. Will you ever play an HRE game, Jake? I'm not sure. Do I have to? Unfortunately, we get quite a good chunk of range from this province. Trouble with the HRE is you really have to tiptoe over aggressive expansion, and I don't have a new aggressive expansion burn. Discovered in London, what a modern day tragedy. And I don't need to worry about that fleet taking attrition, since it's only going to take attrition for a little while longer. And no, we're not building an embassy just yet. We'll build an embassy on London when we take it. And we will be taking it once that truce is up. But we have a truce with France, which will hopefully be over before too long. Ugh, 9 years. Oh well, at least we get all the fun of colonising. The fun of colonising never ends, mostly because it never bloody starts. I see Castile are poking their nose in and around this region. Alright. Holy Roman Empire, aggressive expansion is too damn high. Yeah, I'm looking into it for the new patch as well. Aggressive expansion does seem rather high, so I'll see if that can be toned down a bit. Okay, Cape, this is your time to shine. Give me the gold. It's not like I even have any. And add all of these guys to the trade companies, because trade companies are good. Jake, which achievements do you not have? You could post a link to my achievements page. But I currently have, in fact I can check if Steam will open up for me. I think it's 98. The Steam overlay isn't opening up for me for whatever reason. I've got 98 of the 120 achievements, and there are going to be a whole lot more of them. Wiz comes through every now and then and goes, "Yay! I have this idea for an achievement." And then he says the achievement, and I go, "Ugh!" And then he just goes, "Yes, that's going in!" And then he walks off very triumphantly. These are the conditions that I have to work under here. Send help. And then he goes on Twitter and posts about it. Because it's not enough to dismay your opponent, you must crush him entirely. Or so he seems to think. Playing with any mods, only the better user interface mod, which I find to be very important. You would seldom catch me playing without it. And oddly enough, Austria don't have much in the way of trust with me. Take Normandy, that isn't going to happen. I love that the Old Alliance is still there, even though we've rivaled each other. surprised I managed to beat the Iberians here so easily. They must really be focusing on the Americas. Oh, that's going to be troublesome. Oh, England moved their capital. Well, they're more than welcome to, but London is going to be mine. I'll have to make it a conquest war so that I actually get the ticking war score from it. Also, it'll make it a little cheaper to take. Damn, it's good to be Scottish. Castile are going for the integration of Aragon, which doesn't really bother me. Makes them super strong. But Castile and I'd sell new ships. We have things worked out. Of course, if they ever decide to bite the hand that has fed them so much, then I'll come down on them like a ton of bricks. DRR Jake. You would get the ticking war score from the cleansing of heresy because England's 3k stack on London. We don't know if they'll still be there later on. We certainly hope so, but cannot be guaranteed. Now, one thing I didn't notice until it was too late, but I lost the decision I took, where I basically gave the middle finger to the Pope and elevated my king to something higher. I forget what it's called. The Statute and Restraint of Appeals, I believe it was. But that got taken away from me when I switched to Reformed. A little odd. I mean, I figured the fact that I'm still elevating my king above all others would still hack off the Pope, but I lost the bonuses, which is a shame. So it's definitely not something you want to take if you plan on keeping it. Alright, my conquistador is dead. That's a shame, there's more exploring than I need to do around here. Imports compete with Scottish quality goods. Sounds like mercantilism to me. Oh yeah. Let's get that colonial range going. Jake, you planning on ending this campaign after you get the achievement? Ah, not slaves again. Okay, okay. One more shot. I'm feeling lucky this time. Super lucky. Be so funny if Portugal just sniped that colony off of me. Okay, I think you've explored a bit too much of Australia now. I think Castile is still the better ally than Aragon, but not by much. Better than Austria, but not by much. Oh, okay. I guess we get to decide who is the better ally here. And it's not looking like Castile at the moment, although they're kind of tit for tat over here. Jake, don't start gambling in real life with that attitude. Funnily enough, that's what I plan on going out and doing tonight. Need to learn a bit more before Mahe is done, so hurry it up with that exploration, or I have to hire another captain. We have 100% of this region. Burning it down multiple times, tried and tested Scottish colonial policy since the Darien disaster. Got that right, bish bash bosh. So I hope everyone was able to sleep soundly last night after the spooky stream. I was having nightmares, but I can't remember what. Didn't involve Big Blue. Is there gold? No, burn it down and look again. Come on, Cameron, enough of this. Jake, can you show us East Europe? Sure, there's nothing much going on, so we can have a look. Poland still have Lithuania, and in fact are trying to integrate them with 0% chance. Okay, good luck. Muscovy being a little underwhelming. Golden Horde still hanging on. The Ottomans are radical. Oh, Venice. Bloody Venice. They took out what was left of Epirus. I will avenge Epirus. How long are those cores going to last? They were Greek, so it should be 150, right? 1676. By that time, I must avenge Epirus. I'll come back for them. The final three on quantity. Okay, the finisher is great, but the final three are not so important that I'm going to delay the advancement towards Tech 11 for it. This music that you're probably thinking, this is amazing, is auxiliaries from the Europa Universalis Rome game. Worth checking out. Definitely worth checking out. Okay, it's getting daft. I don't need to know about all these Pacific islands. Especially when you're not discovering the coastline of them. Do I still have... my conquistador? Why don't I go exploring for the 7 cities? I can do that, right? Well, if I throw a conquistador into the mix, I don't see why I couldn't. Don't know how many units I'd need, but you know what? There is little going on, and our truce with France lasts for 4 more years. So let's go and find ourselves some gold. I have never done this, so I'm curious to see what'll happen. Get searching, my man. Also, this is a significantly better route to take, since I don't end up in 2 open sea zones. I know there are events attached to this. I know that my conquistador could well die, but I'm curious to see what's actually going to happen. Also, kind of wasting away here in terms of the manpower, so I should be building up more. That's okay. Never really cared about that marriage with Portugal. Whoa, Granada! They got balls! I feel like getting rid of my Castilian alliance for the Granadan alliance. Okay, but that's neither here nor there. I hear there's gold out there. You know my stance on gold. I'm willing to burn down hundreds of Scotsmen just to find it. Find me El Dorado. Also, you're not coming home until you find it. Gingham, lads. Jake, your embassy? I'll build it on London. When I take London, because it's a really nice province. Full of English, granted. Jake, lazy diplomacy. I can't even think what to do with them. And it's probably not important. Claims missions? Nah. Might get one if I take this mission and cancel it, though. My issue is that France might go for Burgundy. They don't have a truce or anything, and the Burgundian alliance chain is pretty weak. It's Especially since Castile is getting spanked silly. Okay, so we just go around murdering innocent natives as we go. That sounds good to me. And what of my fleet? Jeez. They're gunning for it. You should get some heavies. You have so much money, Jake. Yeah, but I just love having money. Not too concerned about having the heaviest fleet around. At least, not yet. Am I close to getting some better heavies? That's my question. 15, actually. Oh, but I will want the flute. Flute? Okay, the ship kind. The Auld Alliance. In 1512, France and Scotland renewed their Auld Alliance as a counterbalance to England's involvement in the anti-French schemes of Pope Julius II. This later drew the Scottish into a disastrous war against the English. Is it going to put me at war with England? Neither of these are important to me. But sure, good relations with France. Since England is about to be exiled to the New World, where funnily enough they will become one of the strongest powers ever, but that's neither here nor there. Yeah, if you're Western tech and you're in the New World, you are going to be a superpower. Do you ever build buildings, Jake? Very seldom, because it costs a lot of monarch points. The monarch point investment of buildings is not worth it when compared to the monarch point expenditure of simply expanding. However, it's good to have a core area full of treasuries and build all of your people there. Our conquistador may not have sent back gold, but he has sent back a magnificently detailed map of our new domains. But I don't have any. All the unclaimed land waiting only for... yeah, okay. Ah, but that is going to be pretty good. How long does it last? 20 years. Well, that's essentially 200 more people for free, so I'll take it. Jake, is it worth it to have England just colonize for you? Vassalize and colonize for you? Yes, it is. If you wanted to be smart, that is what you would do. But that's not what I'm going to do. I think it's more important to have fun than play smart. As is probably abundantly evidenced from, I don't know, all of my campaigns. Okay. So we're forced to have slaves on the Cape. But there's... I'm not going to burn it down again, just have another shot at gold. Burn it, burn it, burn it down. Oops. Jake, how long will you stream? Let's see, what time is it? About 3? Probably another hour or so. Then I'm heading out to play some DDR. Malacca then, go for it. Hopefully you spend less time than you did here, because that was embarrassing last time. A most deadly lake, The natives whisper and throw evil glances towards the still water. They say there is a spirit there in the form of a great serpent or monster. They claim that this spirit ambushes canoes on the surface, pulling them to a watery grave. It may not be the work of monsters, but perhaps it would be wise to go the long way round. Local movement speed. There are no such thing as monsters. I mean, we played Aoni, didn't we? Ha. Too good. Yeah, you're right. I should probably unmark Norway and Friends as important nations, since they are certainly not. We'll keep England as an important nation, because I'm curious to see how they do in the New World. Probably won't be great. Is England even vassalizable anymore now that their capital is in the New World? They probably have quite a lot of base tax. 71%. No problem. Alright, Mache is done. Unfortunately, we don't have more land that we can colonize towards this way. Oh, that would actually do nicely. But I can't see it. Okay, we'll go around it this time since I'm not wanting to tempt fate twice. Okay, but that means... Okay, can you halt your search for the El Dorado just for a little bit? Because I need Donald Stewart for just a moment. Hopefully I can actually reach this land to colonize it. Oh, of course I can. We Scots were born to be at sea. Jake, lazy merchant and colonist. Oh, that's right. Gee, how long has that merchant been there lazy? It's okay though, it's only the North Sea that I'm not collecting trade from, and that'll be sorted before long. Donald Stewart truly is the fastest man alive. It's because he just runs over the lakes. Should probably lost the legitimacy instead of prestige, because legitimacy we have by the bucket. Okay, this could be a suicidal movement for our boats, because they're not going to make it back, not in one piece. Unless... Okay, we can do this. The odds are low, but we can do this. Also, it's probably pretty dangerous to put all of our men over here. Alright, 1,000 men led by Donald Stewart should be plenty. They get on there at the 12th of July. You'll be there on the 27th of July, but you'll get there on the 4th of August. Alright, you gotta wait for that long. No, another 2. You'll get to the Cocoa Islands on the 2nd, and then over here. Alright, it might work. Might not, but it's worth a try. Don't want to lose my boats here. Okay, they're going to take another hit of attrition when we get to the Cocoa Islands. There's almost nothing left of my boats now. And now they'll get here, where you must go here. And you must arrive there before the turn of the month, which you do. 21st. My boats are about to sink. And now we have knowledge of Pasai, who don't want to give us fleet basing rights. Because they're neutral towards us. They obviously know about us. Oh, these boats are goners. Save yourself, man. No colonists, but I can reach it. Alright. Did I send you there? I don't want you there anymore. I want you here. Because it's got Sunni, and it's not what we're going for. Alright, these boats are goners anyway, so farewell. Means I need another 5 over here. In fact, potentially more. We could probably do with a better navy. Ten heavies and some flutes to go with it. That'll do for now. One of those weren't Pelican, were they? I'm gonna feel pretty bad if it was. Pelican was a cog from the early game. And it didn't go down. But I guess it finally met its match today. Rest in peace, Cog. I miss you. But that was fun, but let us continue the search for the El Dorado. You forgot the Western Isles, Jake, don't worry. Everybody always forgets about the Western Isles. So, Austria, you still don't want to be my buddy. Which is a shame, because you were a big help against France, and Castile are a little less than a big help at this point. So how are we on the truce front? It's almost time to fight France. Their only allies are Tuscany and Gera.